Shout out to everybody here. My name is Samuel James Price, and I have a channel called the Crypto Lifer channel. I'm the Crypto Lifer. I dedicated my life to crypto, and through that, so many other people have as well. We have a beautiful community, and I bring you the news every single day in a 3 to 5 minute segment wrapped up in a tight little bow, whether it's fintech, crypto, or finance, Web3. Let's break down and talk about it right now and see what's happening and what's in store for you. Google Cloud teams up with Multiverse X amid blockchain firm focus on the metaverse. I got into this coin when it was $20. I love EGLD. They rebranded the Multiverse X, and they're still pushing forward. I think this is a beautiful coin that can continue to move. Google Cloud has partnered with the blockchain infrastructure firm Multiverse X, formerly Elrond, to boost its Web3 presence. EGLD, baby. Google's Cloud BigQuery data warehouse has integrated Multiverse X, which helps Web3 projects and users derive valuable insights from powerful data analytics and artificial intelligence tools with Google Cloud ecosystem. I still hold a boatload of EGLD. It's one of my bigger holdings. I love them. I've been really behind them on the scenes. I don't talk to them about them a lot because they're not in the news as much as they used to be, but I believe they're going to be a big mover in the bull run, and to see them linking up with Google Cloud got me really excited about my bags. Multiverse X EGLD token rallies on partnership with EGLD, right? Ran up 10%, just over 26% during European hours on Friday. Google, Multiverse X, that low at $20. I'm up on my $20 buy, baby. Let's go. Tether will publish reserve data in real time in 2024. Tether had a 3.3 billion excess in reserves at the end of Q2. In 2024, stablecoin issuer Tether will publish a real-time data on the reserves backing USDT, the industry's largest dollar-pegged stablecoin. I'm telling you right now, they're hedged better than the banks. The banks have no money behind their money. The banks are broke. The banks run on debt. That's what they do. They repurpose debt. That's all they do over and over and over again. You put money in the bank, it's fractional reserve lending. For instance, you take $1,000 and put it into the bank. You know what happens to that? They either keep the $1,000 and lend out nine grand and say your 1,000 is the deposit on 10, or they keep your $100 in your bank account and they lend out 900. They just replace it with the digits, but they create the money out of thin air. So this is what happens. I go to work and I make 3 grand and I go and I deposit into the bank. Great, right? Then someone comes out for a loan, and when they come out and take that loan, they use my deposit to give that person the loan, right? You see what I mean? So my deposit becomes their way of giving someone else a loan at a fractional reserve lending rate. So if I put 3,000, then a guy who wants a landscaping company decides he needs 30 grand. So he gets the 3 grand. My 3 grand is the deposit of their 10%. He goes, and what does he do? He buys a bunch of stuff at Home Depot, or maybe at a local guy who sells the stuff. That guy takes the money. What does he do? He goes back into the bank. What do? They do the same thing they did to my money to the next person. This continues over and over and over and over again. The Federal Reserve basically buys our bonds from the U.S. government and then sells them. Big banks buy our bonds from the government and sell them to the Federal Reserve at a profit. It's ridiculous what's going on. 6 families privately own the Federal Reserve and make money on the debt. So they basically are a private company. They force our government to borrow money because they pay people. So this is what it is. There's a private group of people. They hire people and lobbyists, and they have people working for them that are politicians that are mainly loyal to the Federal Reserve, not to America. And what they do is they basically continue to tell everyone, oh, yeah, we need to borrow more money. We need to do these things. They keep pushing borrow money, go to war, anything they can to borrow money. They don't care. And so the U.S. votes, and we borrow more money. Look at the debt we're in now, the deficit spending. You see the debt clock ceiling? It's out of control. Anyway, I just had to bring this up that Tether is far more reserved than the banking system, and we're going to prove it. This is going to push crypto further ahead than everything else. We can see it. They're so stupid. They're going against us, but we can see our blockchain. Like, we can see where the money is. We can't see where their money is. Like, that's not what we can't see any blockchain at Chase Bank, which is the worst bank in the world. Don't ever use Chase. They might just kick you out of the bank one day and not even tell you why. It could happen to you. Trust me, it happened to someone I know asking for a friend. But anyway, Tether will publish reserve data in 2024. That's an absolute amazing thing. And hybrid crypto exchange GRVT to debut as its first hyperchain in ZKSYNC ecosystem. ZKSYNC continues to roll. Like, it really does. It's been an amazing blockchain. But the hybrid crypto exchange GRVT, I can't get rid of this little window. I don't know why. It's so annoying lately. Hybrid crypto exchange GRTV will launch as ZKSYNC's first hyperchain, Matter Lab said. Hyperchains are custom blockchains that will run either as layer 2 networks parallel to ZKSYNC or as layer 3 validiums in the ZKSYNC ecosystem. Who came up with these names? Validiums. You know what I mean? Pretty interesting. GRVD pronounced Gravity A hybrid crypto exchange that combines the benefits of centralized and decentralized exchanges will debut at its first hyperchain in the ZKSYNC ecosystem. When it's all said and done, we all should be trading on hardware wallets, decentralized. No one should be on a centralized exchange. That's where we're headed. That's what John McAfee always spoke about. That was his vision for where we would go. All right. Philippines-based crypto exchange appears to have lost 12.2 million XRP in a possible exploit. The Philippines-based crypto exchange coins.ph lost 12.2 million XRP tokens. It would appear to have been an exploit on Tuesday. A hacker appeared to have sent XRP tokens through OKX, Whitebit, and 2 non-custodial exchanges, among other destinations. There's still that going on. Get yourself a hardware wallet. Link in the description below. Make sure you're protected. Let's go. But thank you so much for watching the news, and I greatly appreciate it.